Okay. Okay. Good morning, my dear boys and girls. Good to see you all again once more. Right. Today we are going to discuss about the Snell's law. The derivation of Snell's law. We know that generally Snell's law N1 sin I equals to N2 sin I. We know that. But on theoretically we don't know. Today we are going to discuss about the theoretically Snell's law. Okay. If you have observed the written work in the textbook, page number
51.
Page number 51. See there, some written work is given for you, the box. Right. Here A is the initial point and a starting point to reach the same the girl. This is the party is being in the water means a river or sea. One girl traveled in the boat. She was fallen out of the point at B. At the point of A, two persons are there to choose the two routes to save the girl to reach the point B. A to C is the one of the point and A to D is the another point. But here delta is the same time to take it to reach the point B. V1 is the speed of person running in the sand. V2 is the speed of person in swimming in the water. Okay, are you clear? But here X be the shoreline. X be the shoreline. Which is the line separating the two parts, sand part and the water part. Okay. So here A to C is the draw the one line. And at the first point of EC is the distance. And DF is the same distance. Same distance will be both are EC and the DF. The angle of C is called as angle of incidence. The point of D are be the refracting or refraction angle. Okay. If you are constructed to draw the perpendicular to the EC and ED. F be the draw the perpendicular line to the C to F and draw the line perpendicular to the E to D. Okay. I be the angle of incidence in the sand part. R be the angle of refraction. Right. Let us see the points here now. A point be the starting point. A is the starting point. To reach the point B. To reach the point B. At the point of B, the girl was fallen out of the boat. The point is B. The girl fallen out of the boat. Next. B point be the reach the point to save the girl. Here L1 normal. So here you have to draw the normal. N prime is a normal to the point of C. And also N prime also draw it to the normal of B point. And V1 be the speed of person in the running on the sand. And V2 be the speed of a person in swimming in the water. Delta T means changes of temperature. Changes of time period is not at all changes. Here delta T be the taken at the same time to take and reach the point B. Next, AC be the A, C, B and second root A, B be the two roots or two paths to choose and reach the point B. Here I be the angle of incidence in air. Air and air are the sand. Next, R be the angle of refraction in water. Okay, it's a clear written word. Okay, to form the derivation of Snell's law. Now coming to mathematically derivations for two Snell's law. See here, if you are constructed here, triangle formation DBC, one triangle, DFC, the second triangle. Okay, observe this one diagram. This is the DC. Here, here DC is the common hypotenuse. According to trigonometry, we know that sine. What is the sine? Sine I equals to opposite side by hypotenuse. Okay. So DC is the common. DC is the common hypotenuse to triangle of DEC and DFC. All clear? DE, D. Next, DC. This is the line DC. Next, DF. DF. CPF here no? PCF, CPF. All clear? Now find the distance of EC and BC. EC and DF. EC and DF. Distance of AC, distance of DF. We need to find the distance EC to DF distance find out. We know the distance formula. Speed equals to how many? Distance by the distance equals to how many writing? Speed into time. So here distance EC equals to speed. Speed in the AC speed is taken as V1. So V1 time speed is taken as delta. What DF was? DF, isn't it? V2 delta. Now triangle. DEC. Triangle DEC. Triangle DCF. Two triangles for DEC. One triangle DCF. Another triangle. Now taken BEC triangle. Sine I equals opposite side. Opposite side means EC. Opposite side is EC by hypotenuse. Which is the common hypotenuse in this? DC. So DC is the common hypotenuse. So EC equals to how? V1 delta T by EC. Let us keep in mind the equation 1. Right. Triangle DCF. DCF. Tell me, sine of I or R? Sine or refracting one. Equals to EC and DF. DF by DC. So DF is here V2 delta T by DC. Let us keep in equation 2. From 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. Sine I by sine R equals to sine and emotion. V1 delta T by DC by V2 delta T by DC. So this will cancel. So delta T delta also cancel. So V1 by V2. Okay, we are getting the equation or expression sine I by sine R equals to V1 by V2. Okay, now I am analyzing the diagram. According to refractive index formula, what is the formula of refractive index? According to refractive index, N equals to C by whereas C is constant, that implies N equals to 1 by N1 equals to, how did you write it? 1 by N2 equals to, how did you write it? 1 by so replace this one now. B1 equals to 1 by N1. From this B2 equals to 1 by. So these values substituting in the final, what you are getting is one equation 3. The above values substitute in equation 3. Right. Sin I by sin R equals to V1 by V2. V1 in the sense 1 by N1 by 1 by. So 1 by N1 into N2 by. So finally N2 by
N1.
So we got here sin I by sin R equals to N2 by. Now we are doing the cross multiplication. Doing the cross multiplication, sin I by sin R equals to N1 by N2 by N1. So now do the cross multiplication. We are getting the Snell's law. N1 into sin I equals to N2 sin. This is the expression called as Snell's law. Okay? And also we can write this expression also. How do you write it? Sin I by sin R.
12 minutes.
Sin I by sin R equals to constant, or written in the form of sin I by sin R equals to N2 by N1, which is equals to V1 by V2. This is the derivation of Snell's law. Are you clear?